here. Whew. Hey, y'all. Hello, hello. How are you guys? Of course, it has been a long while, let's say that. But I'm here and I'm so grateful to be here. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so blessed to be here. And with that being said, I'm going to get into it. As you guys see in the title, I'm wrapping up my night of work. I have been working in this office literally all day. I've been going so hard. It's so lit. It's such a blessing. And just in preparing my curriculum, my clients, their accounts, my accounts, and actually starting my spring cleaning, I've been busy. I've been busy, but it's a blessing. Let's start there. It's a blessing. If you guys are new to me, welcome. I am Cornisha. I'm an entrepreneurship coach, and I'm popping in, just wrapping up this night of work. And I just wanted to come in and speak with you guys. It's been a while, and I have so much in the works that I can't really speak on just yet. However, I just wanted to encourage you guys. Like I've said in previous videos, I'm sure this won't at all be my last time saying it. As dreamers, as folks who definitely want different from where we are in life, we have to be intentional. We got to be intentional about honoring the fact that we want different. And as an entrepreneurship coach, as a business coach, as a life coach, I've learned that sometimes we miss the mark. Sometimes we miss the mark by just not saying you can do it. So because of that, I just wanted to pop in and really give a behind the scenes. I'm going to show you guys my messy office. I had to make a quick store run to Dollar General because I have to make breakfast and I have a busy day tomorrow and I need to grocery shop. So because I couldn't do the full grocery run, I just ran to Dollar General to get quick groceries for the morning. So I'm going to move my purse and my phone, and y'all are going to watch me organize my desk area just a little bit. I like to tidy up at night so that when I walk in the morning, I have a fresh, clear feel of the office. I have my plan for the day right here on my desk, so I already know what I need to do. I'm sorry, y'all. I am a stylist, and looking at my hair is like, oof, chill. So for all the folks who are into hair and stuff, bear with me. But y'all are going to get to watch me organize my desk. I take a lot of notes, but in the midst of that, I just want you guys to get that real feel of just the home office vibe, what home office consists of. I'm going to give you guys tips of home office. One day I'm going to show you guys my home office. Is that tonight? No, it's not. Let me look. No, not tonight, but one night. However, home office consists of a lot. It depends on what you do in your business. But let's say, you guys see, I don't even have my little shirt tied up. It's the end of the night. Regardless of what your business is, regardless of what you do operationally in your business, to start, you'll need your operational equipment. So what do you need to operate your business? Do you need bins like the 3-tier drawer, like dresser drawer type of bins, the kind with wheels on them? That's actually what's sitting here. I don't know if you guys can see. That's what these are. Oh, sorry. I got a little belly shirt on. That's what those are. Those are bins. And I have 3 of those here. And then outside of those 3 bins, I also have my desk. So it's like it gives me an L-shaped vibe. So that's what I'm used to having coming from corporate America. So I kind of recreated the feel that I'm used to having and working all day. Honestly, when you work all day, you have to invest in your office. So literally, when I realized I was going to be in here every day, I went around my home and whatever additional decorations that I had that could go in here without offsetting a different room, I took those. So my office, the colors are gold and pink, gold, pink, black, and green. It's quite a bit, but it really flows well, honestly. So I have my golden pink picture above me to the left. I have this one to the back, and I have my picture of myself. Most people may have pictures of them, their family, their babies. Honestly, I don't have children. I am in a relationship, but I have pictures of us everywhere else. So here in the office, I just have this one picture of me by my desk, but it's enough to remind me of me. So always have something to help you calibrate into who you already are. Sometimes when we're on social media and that's our way of marketing for our business, you have to have a way of escape, and you have to have something that reels you back in to reality, because we're on display. Our lives are on display. Our businesses are on display. We're business owners, so we have a lot in the forefront. However, we're humans first. We're daughters and sisters and aunts and cousins first. So to help us realign into the most purest version of ourselves, I encourage you guys, please have a personal photo of you in your office. I have my calendar here. Woo! Today's Wednesday, right? Before y'all get in my business. Yeah, it's the end of the night, I told you. Today's Wednesday. So I have Wednesday marked off here on the calendar, and I literally have my schedule planned. Like on my calendar, I cannot stress this enough, especially if you're a business owner, especially if you're a CEO, you run your business, you work from home, or you have a tight schedule in general. I encourage you to utilize these tips I'm about to tell you. With my calendar, I remember about a month ago, I did a live that said, plan like you got it till you get it. And a lot of times we want things, we don't have them just yet, probably because we don't qualify. And in that season of preparation, we kind of get stuck moping. However, that's another story for another day. Here, to help us prepare when we have limited schedules, when we have a lot of things to do, and when we have to stay focused, I planned everything. I planned my store runs, what days I go to the grocery store. I planned the day that I do my hair, the day that I do my nails, the days that I clean my house. I plan those simply because anything without direction is doomed for destruction. So in that, I like to plan my schedule so I know exactly what's going on. So if someone tries to interfere, I'm not overbooking or double booking myself simply because my schedule isn't right. So plan everything. If you plan to go live for your businesses, plan that. Put that on your schedule. And after so long, you're going to realize what time you do and don't have. So I encourage you guys, have a calendar in your office, by your desk that's really tangible that you can access quickly. Also, I have outgoing mail. There's a basket. I don't know if you guys can see my basket. Booyah, there's that basket. So I have outgoing mail right there. I have to mail off I have ink for my printer that has to go out. We rotate ink a few times a month or so. So I have ink for the printer that has to go out. I have mail that has to go out, and that's the outgoing mail basket. I'm going to organize my desk here in a second, but since we're here and I'm in my office, again, I want to give you guys helpful tools for home office. I'm a person that loves to save a coin, so I realized I'm in this office the majority of my day. My new escape in my house has been my bedroom. Typically, it was my living room. But no, it's a level of intimacy I've been getting from the bedroom lately. So as I escape the office, escape working, I go to bedroom. And because I'm typically in the back of my home, I'm not running the furnace. When I get cold, I have my heater right here. So I'm going to plug in my heater. The furnace is off. When I go to bed at night, I get hot. So because of that, the only room I really need like super, super cozy is the office so I could be comfortable and work. Outside of that, I really prefer being cold because when I'm going to bed, I like to be a little chilly. So I encourage you guys, if you're cold or hot or whatever, get you a fan and turn that furnace off so you can save some money, okay? Also, I have a rack here in my office. Now, this rack has office supplies galore. As you guys know, coaching was not at all my first business. I come from the cosmetology industry. So when I say I have foot spas and mannequin heads and wig stands and the wig holders, I have so much. But in organizing it all and trying to get it all together, at the top of this rack, I have decorations. I have hair, as y'all see. I got hair on my head now. So I have a tote of hair because us women, we do what we got to do. So I keep my hair on deck, which is up there. I have my foot spa, my decorations, my tote, and that pair of shoes I need to take back to get my money back because I never wore them. I'm sorry, y'all. That was funny. But I do. I have 60 days. I have 30 days to go take those shoes back to get my money back. But on your rack, I really encourage you guys. You have to have a rack that has like your office supplies, that has your operational equipment. If you need a printer, you will need that storage space. That's really what it is. It's additional storage space. In my closet that's in the office, my clothes are in there. Like, trust me, space is limited around here. So this rack really helps me. I have my books. Oh my gosh, my books. Anybody who's in entrepreneurship has to have some sort of a personal development routine going. So I have a plethora of books. Even my Bible is sitting there on my rack. So as I'm doing research or creating courses or looking up reference material, I refer to that. That's my little small library. I have my printer on the middle rack, on that close to the bottom rack, pens and paper and folders and files and all the stuff I need operationally, highlighters and watermark. I have watermark markers for like the money markers to confirm that the money's real or not. I used to, like I say, I used to do hair before Cash App was popping, cash was popping. So because of that, I'm no fool. So I kept my money marker on deck, and under there I just have extra things like binders and folders and notebooks and hole punchers. I have the 3-hole, the 2-hole, because I have different type files. I need the 3-hole for the binder and the 2-hole for the files. And so that's the office. If something else I encourage you guys to have for your office, candles for the Zen vibe. In entrepreneurship, motivation is everything. Encouragement is everything. Vibe is everything. And when I say that, that's everything that we need to create for ourselves. There's no longer a CEO or manager to set the tone for the day. You no longer have the morning powwows. You are the morning powwow. So in that, it's important for us to be intentional about creating the environment and vibe that we need in order to sustain what we've started. Okay. So other than that, of course, I have rugs on the floor. They match the green. So really, let's say this. Really, the room is green, gold, black, and white. Green, gold, black, and white. This has like the white, the gold. This has the green, which is the pop of color. The rugs are green. This chair is black, but I have another set of chairs and another desk over here. As y'all see, as y'all are about to see, as I organize this desk, I got a lot of stuff. And when I work, a lot of the work I do is complex to a certain extent, but not really. Like, it's complex because you're composing a lot of information that consists of multiple systems and multiple processes. So because of that, prime example, I teach folks how to start a business. So in teaching them that, I have marketing reference materials, sales reference materials, delivery, product service reference materials, customer service reference material. So if I'm composing an accelerated course or a mastermind or whatever I'm composing at the time, and it touches on more than one touch point, then I have to use more than one set of material. So trust me, I have, like they say, your marketing and sales strategy should align. When I'm overseeing what the marketing department is doing, I have my sales strategy in front of me to make sure it all aligns. So because of that, you guys are going to see piles of stuff, which is also why there's 2 desks in here. So in that, let's go. So also, as we're talking about office equipment, I'm going to share what I come across. So this notebook right here, I'm not going to turn it around, but this notebook is the operational journal for the month of April. It rolls through May for sure. It starts March 1st and it goes through May. And pretty much I record the daily operations for every single day, whether they're daily operations of the virtual assistants, daily operations of the marketing team, or daily operations that are performed by me. Either way, those have to be recorded so that as we're going over our profitability and projections and all of that, we have research and data to reference. So that's what this notebook is. This notebook stays handy because we're approaching the month of April, because we're adding to the April schedule and finalizing the April schedule. This has to stay out. Also, this is in second quarter, so everything for second quarter has to be tangible. So that's out on the desk. Here is a reference guide. I wasn't gonna let me say this. I wasn't gonna show you guys this because I don't want my good to be evil spoken. However, it is what it is. That's out of my control. My real point of showing this is first to give credit where credit is due. To give credit where credit is due. This is no sponsorship. This lady doesn't know me. However, to give credit where credit is due, and to be a demonstration of what we need more of in this world, I'm going to show you guys this. So I went through a phase in my business where I was struggling with marketing, messaging, articulation, consistency, and all of that, and actually serving my audience in the way that they needed. However, I came across a business coach on YouTube. No, a business coach on Instagram. Coach Shaniqua. Her Instagram is @_beautifully_her. She's amazing. This is like a PDF like worksheet. It's a worksheet. Her branding, absolutely beautiful. It says "What's up?" and then that says the beautifully her, I think. Oh, Boss Beauties. And pretty much she just gave, and she's so beautiful. Let's throw that out there. She's gorgeous. I don't remember where she's located, but she's a mom, she's a wife, she's amazing. I've been following her for a while. So she gave 30 content ideas, and this is a free PDF that was on her website. So I referenced this because it helped me prior to getting a marketing person. So for that reason, I have to give credit where credit is due. There has to be more of us in this world who are willing to give credit where credit is due. So because of that, I wanted to shout her out and give you guys a valid resource of what servant and coaching looks like, because it's her. So this is what's on my desk. Like I say, I share this with, I have no clue where my phone is and it's buzzing. I share this with our graphics designer. I share this with clients, and I refer clients to her as well. So I always keep this handy because, like I say, anything that's beneficial to me is beneficial to my clients, I'm sure. And I don't mind sharing who I work with, why I work with, how I work with them. Collaboration over competition any day. And that's that on that. So this is on my desk, but this is going to go in my operations manual because I kind of don't, I need it out, but I know where to find it. So that's going to go away. I take a lot of notes, y'all. I take a lot of notes. That's notes. It's going to go on the wall. And I'm just here cleaning my office. This is my scrap paper. Like, how many of y'all, if you're watching this on the replay, please comment watching on the replay so I can know that you guys also keep scrap paper. I'm a little country, so we say scrap, whichever. So if you keep just the extra paper to jot your notes down so you don't forget, let me know. Like, is that just a me thing or that's an entrepreneur thing? I once saw something on Facebook that said, if you ever see me talking to myself, know that I'm a business owner. So we're having a team meeting. And that hit. That hit, really, because I drive and talk to myself. I use the restroom and talk to myself. Like, I will be in the middle of a conversation with someone and talking, like thinking to myself about like 3 other things. So I'm all for having that one-on-one time. That's what I call it. One-on-one time. I don't respond to myself, but I talk to myself in a sense of like, ooh, gotta do this, gotta do that. Don't forget this, don't forget that. Like I say, as CEOs, we don't have those leaders over us. We don't have that authority over us. However, we get uncomfortable with real raw conversations like these. Like, no lie. As I was just saying that, I was thinking like, oh, these folks gonna think I'm crazy because I'm on live saying I talk to myself. But really, realistically speaking, as a CEO, you have to be comfortable with the uncomfortable. And that's something that I've been comfortable with for a lot of years. Honestly, probably because it was preparation for this. I remember being in corporate America, and that was one of the things I was ostracized about. Truly, that was something I was always ostracized about because, oh, she's a girl that talks to herself. However, she's the girl that was also profitable, surpassed all of y'all, and led her region at the age 25, was the youngest general manager around, and y'all are calling asking her for tips. So that little girl that talked to herself, she was spitting, is all I'm going to say. She was spitting. So because of that, embracing the uncomfortable helps prepare you for what's to come. It truly does. This is a marketing. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to show this with my messy handwriting, but I'll show you guys this. It's kind of like just was my marketing situation. Like I was trying to write something fast. So I was trying to write like a marketing strategy because I'm a coach, but I also do consulting because I like to teach folks how to fish. But some folks are like, girl, I could, as long as I got you to fish for me, I'm good. I'll pay you to fish. So for those folks, I serve them as well. So for them, me and my marketing person compose their marketing strategies. So this is one of the marketing strategies I was like composing with my marketing person while we're on a live call. So you guys saw my mess, but as I was composing them, I send it over. He does it, schedules it for them, send it back to me like, hey, it's done. And I'm highlighting what he's doing so I can update our clients. So honestly, what I do is lit. Like, we get paid to handle our accounts, handle accounts for our clients, help our clients, serve our clients while we fulfill our own mission. And our mission is simple. We're brown folks of we're brown folks or folks of poverty communities. That's who we serve. Brown or poverty communities. The reason why is because it's a certain messaging that's needed for those folks, and it's a certain lack of resources that are available to those folks. Everybody when they come up, they want to serve the folks who are already up, versus we vow to serve the folks who lack resources. We vow to serve the folks who are suffering from the problems of suppression, simply because that's the only way we're all going to have the seat at the table that we deserve. That's the only way we're all going to be able to say, okay, we're not killing our people no more. We're not suffering no more. Our kids ain't suffering no more. We're not scared to send our kids to school no more. We are not forced to move up the hill instead of down the hill because we want our kids to go to a certain school district. Like, it's a certain level of problems that come with folks who have the life and limitations of suppression. So because of that, we vow to serve those folks. So yes, it's entrepreneurs who are making hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they're scaling and they're doing this and doing that, and that's great. However, we know for sure there's an audience that lacks resources. There's an audience that lacks support. There's an audience that lacks skill, will, and knowledge. What about them? Because they're human too. So, ran over on that. But seriously, that's important to us. And being a person who comes from, I was a general manager at the age of 25. I sat at tables where 40, 50-year-old people of different races were judging us left, right, and center. And I was the representation for us. And don't get me wrong, I held it down for us, but I was able to see a different perspective. So in seeing that different perspective, I always said I want to be that girl that bridges the gap, that brings it all together, that shows this crowd of folks that ain't who we are. You misread us, but that shows this side of folks. They got a right to look at us that way if we don't tap into our skill, will, and knowledge. Okay? So, with that, that's why I do what I do. That's why we do this. That's why my team does this. That's why I'm committed to building a team and community that's about this, because this is what matters to us. This is what's going to help us. And it's time out. Our kids need better. Our kids need better. And I want to solve this problem before I start having kids. Let me say that. I want to be real intentional about solving this problem before I start having children, because it's certain things I would like to not have to deal with. However, in not having to deal with those things, some got to give. It takes somebody to do it. It takes somebody to do it. So because of that, I choose to be that girl. And that's it. So today I worked on my 5-year goals. Oh, y'all saw my business. Okay, I'm going to put this away. But today I worked on my 5-year goals. I revised them because as I grow, as I change, my goals kind of change, and that's okay. So first, I want you guys to know that is okay for your goals to change. However, as they change, update it physically. And then after you update your 5-year goals, update your 3-year goals, which should be in alignment with you hitting that 5-year goal. Then update your 2-year, your 1 year, which your 1 year should help you get to 2. 2 years should help you get to 3. 3 should help you get to 4. 4 should help you get to 5. Like, it's called reverse engineering. You start at the top. I know I want to bake a cake. I know I want to bake that cake. So I know I want to bake the cake. First things first, let me go get the ingredients. Like, that's what this is. So I have my 5-year goals. but I also need to, now that I've revised those, I need to take a step back, revise the 3-year, revise the 1 year, so that I can revise my quarterly goals. That was the real point. Revise my 5 years so I can realign my quarterly goals for this year. So I have those together, which is absolutely amazing. It has me, excuse me. It truly has me in alignment and stepping into my authority. My marketing, y'all hear it here first. I'm going to say that. YouTube has a different side of me. You will always have a different side of me. You guys were my first thrill. I was thrilled first about marketing on YouTube and being present on YouTube because I knew for sure it's something that was not common in my area, but was something that could help pave the way for some kids in my area. So YouTube was important to me for that matter, and even some adults. Because let's be frank, I know that there's a heap of active and aspiring entrepreneurs that are fearful. There's a heap of active and aspiring entrepreneurs that are fearful. That's why us entrepreneurs have family members and friends that say, oh no, go get that job at Walgreens, CVS, because they got this bonus. Go get this because they got that. Go do this because they got that. Like, no, no. We need what we need, which is support and saying, girl, you could do it. It's a ram in the bush. I don't know which bush, but keep going because you're going to figure it out. That's what we need. So in knowing that, I vowed to be that to us. I lost my point a little bit. I don't think that was my real point, but it's okay. It's the end of the night. It's what time? 10:20. It's 10:20. So that's what I was going to say. My marketing. Y'all hearing it here first. I'm coming back April 1st officially. So between now and April 1st, I'm literally up working probably 12-hour days. But it's going to be so worth it because I have so many things lined up for myself and my clients. It's amazing. It's kind of mind-blowing and kind of scary. But the fear of doing it is so much easier to embrace than the fear of not doing it, which is why I do what I do, which is where I was going. I stepped into my authority and my messaging, and you guys are going to see that in my marketing come April 1st. And it's solely because I have family members. I have family who wants entrepreneurship but scared. And we mask it with the makeup. We mask it with the hair. We mask it with the nails, the this, the that. However, we don't pursue the purpose that we know that's there. And it hurts us and it haunts us. And it causes us to show up in ways that we aren't even. So in that, it's not bashing my family. If anything, is taken up for them because I know where they come from. I was once that fearful girl. I was once that girl that wanted entrepreneurship but was so scared, didn't know where to start, how to start, and didn't want to say anything because she knew. They'd say, girl, go to work. So in that, I vowed to support the folks that I know need it. I know it's a crowd of folks that need it. However, they want to see that it works. So because of that, I got you there too. I'm going to prove it. But when I prove it, I'm going to make some more money. And when I make some more money, my prices could either raise or decrease. So because of that, it's all I'm going to say. But that's our right as entrepreneurs. That's our right. And that's why I do this, because I want this for all of us. I want it for all of us. I don't know another way to say it. I don't know. I want it for all of us. Like they say, greater is he who's in me than he who's in this world. So because of that, nothing in this world can stop us from getting what we deserve and getting what we desire. As I tell my clients, whatever you, excuse me. As I tell my clients, whatever you declare for your life, it has to. As long as you have integrity and you're operating out of a place of humility, it has to fold. It has to fold to your feet. So if entrepreneurship is what you want and that's what you pursue, do you not think it's going to fold to your feet? So, quick story, and I'm going to let y'all go because it's been 35 minutes and I'm cleaning this desk so I could go to bed. 2 quick stories, all relating to the same thing. So I remember when I first launched my business, let's just say I was on a budget. And when I was on that budget, certain things had to give. And in waiting on the return from my launch, I needed operational equipment for the business. So I had to dig in my personal savings, which of course that's never ideal, but that's what the savings is there for. So I wasn't upset. So I had to dig in that. I figured it out. I got the operational equipment that I needed. However, before I figured it out, I said, when I get that operational equipment, I'm going to make sure I go hard to never need it again, to never need it that desperately to have to go in my savings again, if that makes sense. So I said that was what it was. A couple months later, I went to Georgia. That's what it was. I went to Georgia and my laptop went out. That blew it. That blew it. I just went in my savings for the operational equipment. I go out of town and my laptop goes out. And I just launched a couple weeks ago. Are you serious? So that was hectic. My mom gave me her laptop. Gave me, literally. At first she said, here, you can use it until you get your MacBook and you're good, blah, blah, blah. After a couple weeks, she said, girl, I don't want that. And she said it just like that. You caught that energy. Girl, I don't want that back. That was the energy. So it was such a blessing. So that happened. Months later, this was probably January. By January, I threw away the ink to my printer and had to rebuy ink. So we all know ink for a printer could be $60 on up, especially if you're getting the full package, the trio pack with the color and black cartridge. So I spent about $60-something on ink because I threw ink away. So that was irritating. This time, that was in January. But God worked it out because I was able to replace that ink. This time, just this week, y'all, my printer goes out. And this was my fault. My printer goes out. Like I say, I have that rack that my printer's sitting on. I set a ponytail holder, a scrunchie, like a ponytail. I said ponytail holder and scrunchie when I was in Georgia, and they looked at me like I was crazy. So I'm going to pull out a ponytail holder. This is a ponytail holder, like a little scrunchie, and it kind of has hair on it. That's gross. So one of those fell in the back of my printer slot and rolled through. So of course my printer's broken. Of course that was my fault because I shouldn't have set it up there. Of course that was a $200 mistake. However, each and every time I was in a position where God worked it out for me, when I knew it was all going to hit the fan. I got clients who are paying me to have an operational printer so that I could do what I need to do for them. I have clients who are paying me to produce curriculum and do certain things for them that consist of me having an operational printer. So because of that, there's no reason why I shouldn't have been able to figure that out. And I was able to figure it out. However, things are going to always happen. That kind of reminds you of life, right? Things are always happening. Something happens at work, then your tire goes out, then your kids acting up at school, then you get into it with your sister, then you get into it with a different family member, your friends clowning. Everything. It's everything. It sounds like life, right? However, Entrepreneurship has been that vehicle. Entrepreneurship has been that support system. Entrepreneurship has been my way of escape and my way of getting comfortable with being durable, being flexible, being that woman who can take a lick and keep on ticking without compartmentalizing and it becoming detrimental to your health, if that makes sense. Don't get me wrong, it was tough when I launched my business and went to Georgia and my laptop went out and I had printer issues and this and that. It's tough because outside of that, I have life issues. I have financial issues. I got taxes. I have so much. I have so much. However, entrepreneurship has been that thing that equipped me for this. Corporate America equipped me to a certain extent. I'm not knocking it. However, being that coach, being that, how for parents, think about parents. Anytime they face a tough decision, a tough moment, a tough time, first thing they think about are their kids. Oh, what with my kids? What's the best thing for my kids? Blah, blah, blah. That's how I feel about my business. That's how I feel about my business. That's how I feel about my clients. That's how I feel about my messaging and my influence here. Because that's all I got. That's what keeps me going. That's what I have that's bigger than just me. If it was up to me, I'd be in corporate America still. But I knew there was more that was needed in areas that no one's trying to touch. So because of that, that's who I am. That's why I do what I do. I love what I do. I wouldn't change it for the world. If anything, I want to be that woman. I want to be that coach. And I want to be that example that there is so much more out there. You can change your life in the matter of a month. You can change your life in the matter of a year, 6 months, 2 years, whatever time frame, whatever your time frame looks like. You can do it. You can do it. Even if it starts with character development. Back in August, I went on vacation with my mom. I hadn't been on a vacation with my mom in too long. However, I did. I went on vacation. It was just the two of us, so it was amazing. And on that vacation, she mentioned how patient I was. She said, "Oh, you're so patient." And that was a revelation that I'd grown. Because the last revelation I had about me was that I was impatient. So in realizing that I was patient in that moment, that's when I first realized my growth. A huge leap. Like that, what they call it, that quantum leap. That's when I noticed that for myself. My character, I was changing who I was. I don't want to be that person that's uptight about this and uptight about that. I'm telling y'all, none of my old friends mess with me. None of them. And it's solely because I'm not the girl I used to be. The girl I used to be was okay enough to tolerate because, okay, well, she ain't gonna say nothing at least. Just let me sit here. This girl protects her peace. This girl protects her mind. This girl protects her heart. This girl protects her energy. This girl preserves her energy. This girl is as resourceful as she can be. So because of that, she's not as equipped to go to the house party. She's not as equipped to answer the phone. She's not as equipped to go and pull up and to be the only one that pull up because this just ain't that no more. And that's okay. And in me changing me for the better, caused me to rub some elbows with some folks that we don't really vibe to rub elbows no more. So it caused some endings, but it caused some really nice beginnings. I have a home office. I'm doing a video right now about my home office. I'm literally was supposed to be cleaning my home office for about 40 minutes now. But if I can attain this, y'all can. Y'all don't know what I went through behind closed doors. Y'all don't know what my story was. And one day you will hear it. One day you'll hear that full story. But as of today, you'll see this. You'll see this coach who shows up, who talks and says you can do it, and says, let me encourage you. This coach who gives you the resources, who gives you the tools, and who gives you another way of thinking, but also who equips and qualifies you for actually enduring whatever it is that comes your way. And that's who I am. And that's what I'm about. Equipping and qualifying the folks who think they're unequipped and unqualified, underqualified. That's me. That's me. So, with that, it's been 45 minutes of me sitting here talking with y'all. But honestly, I couldn't have spent this 45 minutes not a better way. This was such a blessing. It was amazing. It was what I needed, I guess. However, you guys will be seeing me. Oh my gosh, you'll be seeing me. Like I say, the marketing, the everything is coming and it's not stopping. I love you guys so much. I am Cornisha. I'm an entrepreneurship coach. I'm a life coach. Again, I teach women and men how to sustain and attain the life that they desire, how to build that life that they desire using the entrepreneurship skill set. And if that's information you're interested in, you can comment below. You can DM me on Instagram. You can DM me on Facebook. I am resourceful. I am available. I am here for you. You are not at all alone. And while I'm slurring my words, because it's 10:34 and I'm tired, I love you guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Until then, you have a beautiful night. You think about everything we talked about. If a home office is what you like for yourself, envision it. Sit with it. Think about it. And think about who you'll be when you get it. Start there and then make a move. And from there, you'll be well on your way. I love you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Have a good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night.